Hello, BookShark BootCamp. It's your community manager, Janet, and today is our April Live Q&A. Now, I had posted a Q&A post on our Facebook group, but actually some of the questions that I'm going to be answering came from the BootCamp coupon that was posted to our private group on Facebook. If you are a customer, you would have received a BootCamp invitation. The invitation says that there is a private group on Facebook. If you are on that private group, then we have awarded you with a coupon that could be used for your upcoming purchase for next school year for BookShark. So one of our BookShark members had asked about the coupons, really talking about how they are waiting to hear if they are part of their state-funded educational savings account. Each state actually calls it something different. We've talked about it before. There is a podcast if you're interested, Homeschool Your Way, Everything ESAs. I talked to Cassie Algoon, and she and I walked through what educational savings accounts are, what they're not, what they're called in different states, and how you can find out if your state has one of those. If you are in something like that or charter school in the United States, then BookShark is a approved vendor is what they're called. Unfortunately, when you order through that process, you lose your ability to use any of the coupons that we create. Those are only for private account users. So when you go onto your BookShark, when you go onto our website, you assign into your account, that is a private purchaser. That is for your family. And that is how you can apply that BootCamp coupon that was put out on our pages. Now, there's only one other way, really two other ways that we provide a discount throughout the year. One is at conventions. If you attend a convention, then you have the opportunity to come into our booth and scan a QR code and either use it right there in the booth and order with one of our reps, or you can take that home, it'll come to your email, and you can use it through the end of the summer when you're ready to purchase your next year's orders. So the other way, it's a slight discount, is if you listen to the podcast, we do put out a podcast listener coupon. So little plug for our podcast, Homeschool Your Way. Yes, I'm your host. Yes, you still hear me, but I promise I let my guests talk because that's really why people are tuning in. I just kind of help the questions along and throw in some conversation to make it fun to listen to. So Homeschool Your Way podcast, sponsored by BookShark, does have a listener coupon. Our convention floors, if you're physically at a convention, does have a coupon. If you're a part of our Facebook boot camp, you would have been given a coupon to use for your next year's purchase. So that's to answer that question. They're there. They can only be used if you are a private account through our website and on your account when you're purchasing from us, not through any type of government-funded ESAs. If you have more questions, please, I say this and I truly mean it. Our customer service is like 5-star. They're phenomenal. If they don't have an answer immediately, they will get the answer for you. They are there to help you to make your purchase smooth, to make your ordering smooth, to make your shipping smooth, all of those things. And then we have our advisors who are here to help your journey in homeschool for your year with BookShark be smooth. You have some incredible support here at BookShark. Just wanted to remind you of that. Contact customer service. They are amazing. Now, we had another BootCamp member ask a question, and let me pull her question up really quick because I think it was a really good one, and I want to make sure that I do her justice in putting the question in. So she really wanted to know about the level changes. Each year, and I talked about this in the Q&A in March when I was back in Colorado in the warehouse, each year we go live on April 1st, thereabouts. Any changes that are made to the curriculum are made that day as we go live with our updates for BookShark. So I am going to actually pull up a chart to specifically show you the changes that will eventually be on the website under updates. It's not up there right now, but since you guys have asked about it, I want to make sure that you can see what the changes are for the 26-27 school year. This will be the changes for the entire school year, as we call it. Go live is April and then we'll do another go live in April. That's when more changes will be made. Caveat: when in a while, a book will go out of print mid-year. And so those changes will be made as they come. They're not planned changes. We do have a plan for those changes, but it's not a planned change like we do on go live for April 1st. So I'm going to pull up that chart and we'll walk through it. But before I do, one of the biggest changes, and I will say updates and add-ons I'm so excited to announce, is that we now have Discover and Do Science videos. If you've been with BookShark for a while, you know that back in the day, we actually had DVDs and they were pretty old, fun to watch, I mean, for the time, but we have updated those. They're phenomenal. I'm actually going to show you guys a clip from the new science videos. This clip just kind of gives you an overview. It's less than a minute long, but it'll kind of give you an idea of what to expect. The videos are now part of the science packages. So you will see a slight increase in a science package going forward since go live April 1st. That is due in part to adding these videos in. If you already have a level and you want to purchase the videos, you can purchase them separately on their own. But going forward, they're going to be part of your science package. You cannot take them out. They are just part of the package. We've worked so hard on these and we're so excited to share them with you. So without further ado, let me bring this on.
Students through every one of our BookShark science experiments, step by step, so they can see exactly how it's done before trying it themselves. These new videos are easy to follow and fun to watch, so they actually hold their attention. It's not just boring instructions. You can watch what's supposed to happen, understand what to look for, and follow along with confidence. It also makes it easier to stay consistent with science, even on busy days when you don't get to the hands-on part. It's one more way BookShark makes science easier to follow and easier to stick with. And it's an add-on to our science packages, which already include great books, activity sheets, and all the supplies you need. Go to our website today to find out more.
All right, you guys, I hope that was fun to kind of see. That will be you'll be able to rewatch that once this video gets posted as a replay, but also it will be live on YouTube as of tomorrow for one of our shorts. But I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek at what those science videos look like to really show you how phenomenal they really are. And they're going to be incredibly helpful for those who maybe aren't as sciencey, feel like science kind of gets put on the back burner. Those experiments either don't work out or you don't get to them in time. It's a great add-on that we have done for you to be able to see what those videos look like. I am so sorry. I am trying to pull up my the updates. We literally have a table that our product development Amy has created, and hopefully you guys have had a chance to hear her talk. She called it our little cheat sheet. So I'm going to bring it up and share it with you guys and hopefully kind of walk through. And if you have any questions, then we'll be able to discuss them. So let me see if I can share my screen here and I will quickly go through these updates. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, perfect. I see that it's working. Yay. So first things first, if you are getting pre-K level, then we have a standing correction that things people do, busy world, those were just switched. We replaced a book in pre-K. That's the first one. At Go Live, we changed out our poetry from favorite poems of childhood to Nat Geo's poem of animal poetry. And then Cool Beans for the book Uncle and Me. That is for level B history. Then for level D, E, and DE combined, there's some different history notes. There's these on this other side, I'll show you like how big the change is. The first one's minor, second one's major, and then the next one is kind of medium. This HWT means that we have updated our Handwriting Without Tears to their newest edition. So if you're using Handwriting Without Tears in your language arts, this is going to be the newest update. It's the newest version. They are colored pages, a little bit more engaging. They've done the research, they've done the updates, and we're just giving that to you guys. Now, that is for all of the Handwriting Without Tears. If you're using any of those, you're going to get the newest edition. The Wordly Wise in levels 2 and 3, we were using Worldly Wise A, B, and C, I believe. Actually, I think it was levels 1, 2, and 3. And now we're just going to be going to Worldly Wise Book 2, Book 3, and Book 4. We don't really recommend doing the one in first year in kindergarten or with LA1. That is up to you, but that's how you're going to see it's going to be different. There's no more Worldly Wise A. It's just going to be Worldly Wise 3000 Book 2. And that's how we have been doing it further on in the levels, but we're bringing that into the lower levels as well now. We have, we're removing Children of Noisy Village and replacing it with the Saturdays, new book. D, E, all of these are just, through I, are just the Worldly Wise books that can be used. We put number 4 through 12, meaning you get to choose which Worldly Wise works best for your student. And if you don't know what Worldly Wise is, it's a vocabulary workbook that we schedule into our language arts. I've used it for years with my girls. I love vocabulary. And I think when we read and we understand those words, it just opens up and broadens our horizons as we read literature. So I'm a big fan of it. It's optional. We put it in there. You can decide. All right, we've moved from Elements of Style to Elements of Style Illustrated for U.S. history, or the U.S. Literature and Language Arts. That's going to be a high school level. And then New Mod Lit and Language Arts was available starting April 1st. So super excited. It is our newest high school level. So, and then again, the science videos for the, all the sport levels. I want to make sure it's right. Levels A through I have science videos that are going to be included in the packages. So one more exciting update that I do have for you guys is, let's see, it's the 15th today. Ooh, tax day. I hope that you guys are getting through this day okay. I do my taxes way in January, so I don't even have to think about it for the rest of the year. We have, at the end of the month, we will be going live with our partnership. Two things. We are going to be adding Dimensions, Singapore Dimensions. So right now, your Singapore options have been the primary 2022 edition, which is the US 2022 edition. And then we've had the older Singapore edition. Now you're going to be able to access Singapore Dimensions. A lot of you guys have asked us for that when we go to conventions. We hear, when you guys, can I get Singapore Dimensions? And we're like, oh, you can't, we don't carry that. We are carrying it now. And drum roll, please, one of the reasons that we got to bring Dimensions in is because we are partnering with Nicole the Math Lady. By the end of the month, you will see an option on our website to be able to add that to your package. We are so excited. Nicole the Math Lady is known for doing the Saxon math teaching videos. She has added Singapore Dimensions. She is adding Matthew C, a revamp of their videos with their permission. She's actually working in partnership with them, which makes our partnership with Nicole that more exciting because she's partnering with all of our partners, and Right Start Math. So all 4 of those math options, Singapore Dimensions, Matthew C, Saxon Still, and Right Start Math. You will be able to put a package in, build it in on our website to add Nicole the Math Lady if you would like to outsource your math for those particular math options that we have. Now, Katie, Nicole the Math Lady, who's been on before, she's been on the podcast, she's a homeschool mom, she is amazing. She will be on our live next month in May to talk about this partnership and what it looks like. She'll bring some samples of the videos, show you guys what to expect. We are going to answer your questions because we'll be live. Super excited, more to come. All right, I'm going to jump off. I hope you guys have a fabulous tax day, and I will see you at the beginning, the second Wednesday of May. If you are around Alaska and traveling, doing any of the IDEA curriculum fairs, myself and Maddie, our charter school liaison, will be in Alaska for the next 2 weeks, touring the 4 cities that IDEA is putting on for their curriculum fair. We'll be in Wasilla, we'll be in Soldotna, we'll be in Fairbanks, and then we'll be ending our trip in Juneau. So I will hopefully be able to just throw you guys up some videos of some fun on the road stuff for BookShark, but I want you to know that you can keep asking your questions. We'll be posting things on our group, and as you get to the end of your school year, get excited for what you've accomplished and what is in front of you for next year. One last thing, don't forget pictures. I mentioned this way back in the beginning when we started our boot camp, but I love to put together a slideshow of all your photos. If you don't want to show your kids' faces, totally fine. You can send your pictures to me via direct message on Facebook. You can send them into BookShark at main@bookshark.com, and we'll put together a slideshow for the end of the year for our June celebration. So if you've got some photos and you want to share, we'd love to see them. All right, you guys, that's all I have for this live Q&A. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, bye-bye.